In government, the Planning Board met on Monday evening. The agenda included a site plan review of the Cap World site on Route 1 and final approval of the site plan for the Big Y redevelopment. The Cap World site plan review was continued to October 19th, and the Big Y redevelopment site plan was approved unanimously by the board. The bulk of the meeting was spent discussing the 10 proposed zoning bylaw amendments that may go before town meeting members at the November special town meeting.
We have 10 proposed zoning amendments, and the large number is attributed to the fact that this is really a year and a half's worth of effort instead of just 1 year. As you know, the annual town meeting was, the zoning articles were postponed, and so we've had more time to add to the list of things that we would like to change in the zoning bylaw.
Public hearings on these proposed zoning bylaw changes will be held at the next planning board meeting on Monday, October 19th. Mr. Halkiotis also reminded Norwood residents of 2 grant programs for those enduring an economic impact from the pandemic and recession.
I do want to remind folks that we currently have 2 grant programs that are available for people that have been suffering economic impacts related to the pandemic and the recession that followed. We have a housing grant that can provide housing assistance to people that are having trouble paying their rent or mortgage. If they are income qualified, they can apply for grant funds of up to $4,000. There's information on the housing grants on the planning department's webpage. The other grant program that we're continuing to work out is the micro enterprise grant program, where income eligible businesses can apply for grant funds for up to $10,000 if they demonstrate that they've suffered economic impacts related to the pandemic. Information on that grant program is also available at the planning department's website.
For more information on these programs, visit the Town of Norwood website. From the community room of the Public Safety Building, the Board of Selectmen held a joint hybrid meeting with the Planning Board. Ted Brovitz, a consultant for the Planning Board, presented a Route 1 zoning study along with Town Planner Paul Halkiotis. After the presentation, the 2 groups discussed parklets and a violation of the Upland Woods subdivision. The Selectmen then took up new business after the joint meeting. The first order of new business was to set dates for the upcoming town meeting.
Mrs. Mulvihill has checked with the high school, and we have reserved November 12th, 16th, 19th, and the following Monday, I think that might be what, the 23rd? Our reserve with the high school for the gymnasium. Have had a discussion with the moderator, actually just this afternoon. It seems to have no issues with any of that, so we're free to go forward. There's a list of some likely articles, and some have to do with budgets and appropriations that are necessary, and others have to do with zoning, such as we're talking about tonight, and other matters.
So motion to set town meeting as described by the chairman.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous. Thank you, Ms. Maloney.
The Board of Selectmen will meet again on Tuesday, October 13th. Thursday night, the Capital Outlay Committee met with a number of items on their agenda. To begin their meeting, the committee reviewed the 2020 Capital Improvement Plan and made a number of changes and additions. Following the Capital Improvement Plan, the committee began discussing the Infrastructure Improvement Plan and made the necessary recommendations. The meeting ended with a discussion of other business. The next Capital Outlay meeting will be in the following weeks. For complete government coverage, tune into the NCM Government channel or watch it on demand at norwoodcommunitymedia.org.